Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Jake Roche apologized to his mum Coleen Nolan after reenacting sex with his ex-girlfriend Jesy Nelson during his Edinburgh Fringe show. Rixton chart topper Jake, who was engaged to Little Mix's Jesy Nelson until they split in 2016, talked about how he split with his famous pop star girlfriend after he was no longer with his US manager. Coleen giggled away as Jake acted out sex scenes with his pop star girlfriend, who he later admitted was a bit too real, saying you can read all about it online. His famous girlfriend was played by a microphone stand in the one-man show, and whilst Jake, who lay on the floor thrusting and writhing around with his pop star fiancé, he shouted out, "Sorry mum." Coleen turned up for the first time ever to watch her son's semi-biographical musical show in the Scottish capital. The Loose Women star, 59, shares her son Jake Roche, now 31, with her ex-husband EastEnders Shane Ritchie, 60. He labeled both himself and his dad narcissists as he acted out their often complicated relationship. Jake parted ways with Justin Bieber's manager Scooter Braun despite reaching #1 with Single Me and My Broken Heart in 2014. He ended up seeking counseling after his world crashed down and has made his experiences into a musical at the Pleasance Courtyard. Neperhoids is described as a mostly true story of the meteoric rise and devastating fall of chart-topping boyband member Jake Roche, who is definitely not a Nepo baby, a one-hit wonder, nor completely irrelevant. Jake also talked about his friend Ed Sheeran, and how attending his celebrity-filled wedding made him finally seek help after suffering an existential crisis at the end of his 20s. Coleen turned up to the show just 15 minutes ahead of the 3:35 p.m. start with her boyfriend Michael Jones, her daughter Sierra Fonsum and her new fiancé Max Innes, and queued up outside the venue alongside the rest of the audience. As she sat in the second row of the small venue, where tickets were £12, she laughed at elements in the show, including when Jake pulled down his pants, showing off his designer boxers to talk about his personal medical issues, the hemorrhoid problem both he and his dad Shane Ritchie, who plays Alfie Moon in EastEnders, suffer from. The biggest hemorrhoids the doctor has ever seen, confirming later it was true. He said, "The hemorrhoids are real, a bit too real." Coleen admitted she got emotional as Jake sang his heart out about the disappointments in his life, and the personal heartache he suffered throughout as he revealed he went from touring with Ariana Grande, appearing on The Ellen Show and playing Madison Square Gardens to living in his mum's garage and claiming universal credit. Coleen told the Daily Record exclusively after the show, "It's the first time I've seen it, but I know he's been working so hard on it. I'm so proud, but it's emotional to watch." She laughed, "I did know about the hemorrhoids. I used to run out and buy that cream." The Nolan sister singer, who revealed she was planning on seeing loads of shows during her visit to Edinburgh, admitted Shane Ritchie, who she split from in 1999, might be surprised at some of the content in the show. In response to Jake's revelation that the EastEnders star is intending to visit to watch it in coming weeks, she replied, "Oh God." Jake laughed, "I might have to change the things he says." He also told the audience, "Thank you all so much for coming. If you've enjoyed yourself, I've been Jake Roche, and if you haven't, I've been Brooklyn Beckham." It comes just after Jake opened up to the Times about his public fall from grace, from scoring a #1 hit and touring with mega-star Ed Sheeran to losing it all and having to move into his mother's garage. The once famous singer was forced to sign on for benefits and move back to his childhood home and admitted he felt like a failure. Jake explained, "It's your classic story of a teen pop star who gets it all and loses it all. I had an existential crisis at the end of my 20s. He continued, "I'd never experienced failure in my whole life. Every audition I would go to I would get. It blew me to smithereens." Jake started his career by following in his father's footsteps, landing roles in Coronation Street and Emmerdale. He later showed an interest in his mother's side of the industry and launched High